XDefiant. So XDefiant came out about a week ago. It's doing okay. It's on a little bit of a downward curve, but I think that's probably normal for a lot of new games. It's holding up in its own special way. People like Scump, that's a real person, right? Nade Shot, Schloofly, Bumfist, Mumrag. These aren't real names. Mumrag. I really hope Mumrag is a real Twitch user's name. Mumrag. I'm gonna look that up. Alright, let's take a look. Mumrag. Mumrus, come rage. No, Mumrag. There's opportunities here. XDefiant is an odd game. Like, I wanted to talk about it because it's not a game that I would actually actively recommend to someone. But it's also a game that I enjoy. Like, it's a bad game, but I like it. Fuck me.
Opening a can of Helas.
Opening a can of what?
Opening a can of Helas.
Opening a can of Helas. Is that what she's saying? Holy fuck, what a stupid line. Opening a can of Helas. You know what? The more I think about it, the more I like it. What XDefiant reminds me of is Call of Duty from 12 years ago. What it specifically reminds me of is Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on PC. And the funny thing about that is it's about as well optimized as Call of Duty games from 10, 12 years ago were. You know, like it has the same sort of roughness and the same jank that is almost nostalgic to me. Like I'm actually in this for the nostalgia of how kind of rough it is. Like the jerky immediate movement of the way that the game plays is a real trip down memory lane. It really feels like I'm playing Call of Duty Ghosts in 2024. Is that a selling point? For me? Yes. For me and my broken brain. I'd love to play Call of Duty Ghosts slightly updated in 2024, of course. I mean, I could just play Call of Duty Ghosts or one of those old Call of Duty games, but I think they're full of bots and hackers and people that want to get inside your computer and find all of your pictures of your legs that you like to keep very private and very personal, you know, like everyone keeps pictures of their legs in a little folder that says self-esteem, right? No? So the reason that I actually think that this game has legs is because it's weirdly unique, you know. It's something that Call of Duty should have done fucking, I don't know, forever ago. Like as soon as live service games and free-to-play games were popping off, Call of Duty should have made a team deathmatch that was in fact free-to-play. And the only reason they didn't is because they're green, baby. They wanted their money. They wanted their money. There's no other reason for it. Like they could have literally just released like two different things, Modern Warfare, Black Ops, and just kept both those things as different things that got updated year on year on year. Free to play, full of skins, full of all that shit. But they don't do that, and they didn't do that because they know they can get away with charging people for it. I'm one of those suckers. I'm one of those fucking idiots who goes all in on Black Ops every year. There were years there where I would buy it on multiple platforms, PC and console. I'm the problem. I'm the fucking problem here. But I wouldn't have done that. The only reason I did that was because I wanted to play it in the comfort of a console setting, but also on PC, just for like a little bit of a difference, you know, because mouse and keyboard versus controller, They're different. They're different experiences. And nowadays you can play controller on PC, and that's not much of an issue. But for a long time that wasn't really an option. So I'd get it on both, and I'd be feeding the machine and exacerbating this problem that I'm talking about. But a free-to-play team death... Well, that's funny, actually. There's not even a team deathmatch mode in XDefiant. It's all, like, objective-based stuff, which is not my favorite stuff to do in the actual shooty team versus team part of a Call of Duty experience. I'm hoping they bring in team deathmatch. Please do. That would be great. But that just experience of the original, like, team versus team shooter, you just don't really get that free to play. Not to my knowledge anyway. It's all like battle royales or survival, or like, I don't fucking know, whatever else. Ubisoft have tried to do these things before. Remember Hyperscape, is that what it was called? Remember that? Many people don't, rightfully so. Like, that thing came and went in a heartbeat, which is actually kind of funny because Hyperscape, it played like the finals but without the destructibility. So it's almost like the finals took the sort of the basis, the skeleton of Hyperscape, and then threw in destructibility and made it a whole new thing. The finals is pretty good, by the way. I don't think anyone plays it, but I would recommend you at least give it a try, just for the destructibility, because it's quite an interestingly put together experience that's actually doing something new. Like, it's not just yes-anding other things. It is, but then it's like reinventing certain things as well. Check out the finals. Anyway, I digress. XDefiant has a place in this current setup. Like, it's doing something bafflingly unique. Like, I'm gonna reiterate this. It's amazing that no one's doing team deathmatch free to play. And if they are, I haven't really seen much of it. Like, good for them. Good for them for not just doing a battle royale again and fucking sinking in the ocean that is battle royales, you know? They've done a team deathmatch. There was room for it. And I think that gives it legs. I think that gives it some sort of chance of survival. I don't think it's going to be the biggest thing in the world. I don't think it ever will be. But I think for those people, the schloofs and the mum rags, the bum fists and the scump's an actual real name. This is it's not a godsend, that'd be a bit of an exaggeration, but it's a welcome addition to the lineup of free things. And if you are like a lapsed Call of Duty person who only ever played team deathmatch, I couldn't give a fuck about Warzone. Warzone, you exist, you're fine. You play over there with all the other kids. Like, I don't give a shit about that. I've always bought Call of Duty to play the team deathmatch, and that has always been the last priority of any fucking release. Call of Duty has always come out almost over the past 5 years just to sort of further Warzone, which is funny because it's a free-to-play fucking thing anyway. And they make us pay for the thing that barely anyone's playing. But thankfully XDefiant's here, so you don't have to pay for it. It's not as smooth as Call of Duty, like I said earlier. It's not as smoothly playing. But that is to its credit. That is a thing that I actually like about it. I like how rigid and quick and fucking animationless everything is. Everything's just like boop, 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 boop. It's not like recent Modern Warfares have been like everything sort of blends into each other. Even when you're playing at breakneck pace and it's like Shipment or something, everything feels quite smooth. The way your character moves is very kind of smooth, almost swimmy. But in this, it's like you move the mouse to the left, it's like boop, boop. Like it all just happens straight away. It's a lack of polish that makes it good. And on that basis, I would recommend XDefiant if you haven't played it. Let's see where it's at in a month. I hope it goes some sort of distance, or at least finds a niche. And, you know, find me online. Not for bad reasons. Just like leave a comment or a message, or like, or, you know, find me on socials at Laozi, all sorts of shit. Google me. I don't know how to end these things.